It's almost the 5th anniversary of the death of my husband, Stephen Rosenfeld, who died on May 2nd, 2010. And we have 4 children and 10 fabulous grandchildren. And those grandchildren, most of them have almost no memory of this man who was their grandfather. They really only knew him as a sick old man. And that's not the part of Steve's life that I want them to remember. I'd like you to know a little bit more about who your grandfather was. And he would have wanted to tell you himself if only he could have. This is a picture of Steve and some of the grandchildren sitting on the steps of our house in Vermont. Here's a picture we have, a few years old now, they're all a little bit older, when Steve was still around to enjoy them. This is one of my favorite pictures of Steve, just having a wonderful time, looking healthy and vigorous and young, way that I like to remember him.
I am a New Yorker by birth and lived there until I got married and came here to Baltimore, and Baltimore is now my home. And I have these 3 marvelous daughters and 7 incredible grandsons and 1 great granddaughter.
I first met Alice on a blind date, and on our first date we went to a place called the Village Barn, and that night I fell in love with Alice.
Well, the thing I'm most proud of is raising these 3 wonderful girls. Oh my God, that has been the most wonderful thing in my life, really.
When I was a little kid, I used to have very, very bad dreams. I don't know, I always had nightmares. And the thing that would make it all better was to tiptoe into my mom's room, God only knows what time it was, and she wouldn't even have to say a word. She would sit up, open the blankets, I would crawl in the middle, and that is where I would stay until the morning.
One day, my mother came running and scared, and she says, "Oh, we have to put curtains in the windows, and it has to be all dark, and we cannot show any light outside." And suddenly we started hearing airplanes, and so we all got under the beds. And then I found out that a war had started. Well, I want you, my grandchildren, my beloved Mercedes, Nayeli, and Emma, that if you do good in this world, you will get good. And try to make this world a better world than you find it. And I want you to know that I have loved you and will forever, ever love you.